Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are new here, my name is Ashley. I love filming all videos about homemaking, motherhood, lifestyle, and thrifting. So if that is something that you are interested in, then please hit that subscribe button. It has been a little bit since I posted my last video, so welcome you guys. I know it's been probably like a month maybe, or a couple weeks at least. But welcome back. In today's video, I am taking you along as we clean, like really deep clean the downstairs. So our main living space, as you guys can see, it was definitely pretty messy. It gets very messy and used actually, of course, because this is the #1 spot in our home where we spend probably like 90% of our time. On this specific day, you guys, I haven't shared this, but definitely follow along on Instagram. My handle is @thrifting_dwells here on Instagram. But over there, I was sharing my process for creating my own sourdough starter. On day 14, she rose, you guys. It was honestly, I think sourdough, I know a lot of people can kind of look at it as it being a trend right now, but what I really love about the process is that you are creating something with your own hands. If you love to bake or cook, I think making your own sourdough starter, exploring different recipes is a really great idea. I mean, just creating the starter alone was already such a great experience. Right now, as I'm doing this voiceover, I am actually cooking us up some cinnamon rolls that are in the oven, and I am making the like cinnamon roll glaze for on top. So I've been having a lot of fun with that, but definitely follow me over there for some more sourdough inspiration, because today we are focusing on just having a nice and tidy, clean home. I don't know about you guys, but being a homemaker it's just my favorite thing. And I think, I know like being a mom, we have a lot on our plate. We're constantly cleaning up messes. I think staying at home with my daughter, she's 2 years old now. We do a lot of dishes, a lot of laundry. We have lots of snacks and crumbs everywhere. So any chance that I can get where I feel up and ready to really take on, like our main living spaces, I like to do just that. And just know, like, today's video is here to just kind of motivate and inspire you to get some things done. I don't know about you guys, but for me, having a clear, clean space really helps with my mind, my emotions. It really does, honestly. I feel like there has to be some science behind that. But yeah, and if you guys are new, I want to say this is the first time that I am filming. Is it the first time I'm filming a video? More or less, I'd want to say like a cleaning video with our new kitchen. So we did this winter. I finally took the plunge and purchased Retikit liquid wood, and we have had it for a couple months now. I did make an oopsie scratch with a magnolia cake stand that I'm honestly pretty heartbroken about, but at the end of the day, like, there's more important things in the world, and more or less, this kitchen is beautiful and everything that I could have dreamed of. I think it just kind of goes back to, like, if you guys have watched my old videos, like just being thankful for the things that we have, and like not everything is perfect. I'm really not a materialistic person. I think, this probably sounds really corny, but like how we treat others, or how, we talk about others or treat other people is a lot more important than like the things that we have or don't have, because at the end of the day, like, while Earth and this life here is so beautiful, it's just a part of the chapter for us. So, sorry, went on a little bit of a tangent there, but I'm really excited for these cinnamon rolls. So you guys definitely have to head over to my Instagram, Thrifting Dwells Here. I actually am going thrifting today with my husband and daughter. It's been a while, but a new thrift store opened in the area, and an old one actually used to be there, an old Salvation Army. But what they have done to this place, just based on the photos I've seen online, I am just beyond impressed. So anyway, moving on. I'm just kind of going on a tangent here, but I don't know about you guys. Doing the dishes, making sure that I have a fresh load of dirty dishes in the dishwasher ready to go. I feel like we go through a lot of dishes. That's something in this season of life I'm really realizing is definitely dishes. Laundry, We still have a lot of laundry, but dishes is one thing that I'm kind of like thinking, okay, how can we get a little bit better about this? But since I've also been on my sourdough journey, there's been a lot of dishes. Also, if anyone is on a sourdough journey, I am in a Facebook group, or if you're a sourdough baker, longtime newcomer like me, let me know how you guys handle like the stickiness and the mess of everything, because I feel like being a mom for me, I can kind of like let some things sit sometimes. And I think if I spray Dawn dish soap, it will help the situation and let it soak. It doesn't. So far what I've noticed after feeding my starter, I use wooden spoons, and I immediately just need to like wipe it off with like a paper towel. It just feels a little wasteful to me, but wipe it off with a paper towel as much as I can. I think dry paper towel works better, maybe even than wet. So let me know what you guys think. If you have any suggestions for how to clean my utensils, bowls, everything with sourdough, I would love to hear it. But moving on, back to the video, I'm just kind of on a little rampage here. I know I'm using a lot of different cleaning products on our stove. I don't always deep clean it like this, but when I do give it a deep clean, I want to give it the best deep clean so that you guys will see here shortly. When I put a candle on it, it is just so fresh, ready to bake, ready to clean. Going back to like the homemaker aspect, I just think it's so important to have like a clean space to, you know, live our lives, to cook, to clean, to work in. I feel like being a homemaker, I'm really approaching it with a different mindset now that my daughter is a little bit older, but I do think being a stay-at-home mom is a job, and 110% it is a job. For me, I was talking to my husband about this, but I did go back to work for a little bit, and I'm really grateful for the opportunity and honestly the Lord, because I was in a very tough place postpartum, and at the time that is exactly what I needed or thought that I needed. And then one day, after about a few months in, it was a Sunday and my daughter was with her grampy, and my husband has a pretty extensive, you know, job requirement schedule. So it just kind of hit me that being home for me is most important right now. And I'm really glad, like I said, that I had the opportunity to explore going back to work. There is nothing wrong with a mother or father that works. You know, I really truly believe that what is meant for you and your family, like, or whatever you find most important in life, like, I think that you can find that and you can make that possible. So if I ever share anything on here, I just want to, you know, definitely be clear that I'm not saying like because I do this, like others should do this or whatever the case may be. It just so happens from my experience, being home with my daughter, even just seeing how she's grown in the past 3 months that I was working, I just don't want to miss another minute of it. And I know it's going to go by so fast. And on top of that, since I'm just sharing so much here, this is just, it's like a therapy session, guys. I voice message my friends all the time, but I feel like doing voiceovers is pretty similar. But anyway, so like I said, I went back to work, sorry, my voice is going, last fall, and left recently, just after a few months. And another reason I'm really thankful for that experience is because if you were to have asked me last fall about having another baby, I was really I had a lot I was dealing with internally, you know, postpartum, pregnancy. A lot of it was a really big journey for me. And I think that God really was there for me. And I could go more in depth about this, but he was really there for me when, I hate to say when I needed him, but I try to turn to him even when I don't need him, because like he is everything. But I'm kind of going on a tangent here. This is the long one, guys. I'm sorry. But I just feel so thankful for the opportunity because I do want another baby. For those of you guys that are new here, I had hyperemesis with my daughter. It is, looking back, I mean, when I was in it, it was absolutely the hardest thing. And for me, believe it or not, like I would never wish it upon anybody. I think what I was trying to say is, just as a woman, especially for me as a mother, it's natural for me to put some additional weight on me, on my shoulders, and it's hard to, I don't want to get emotional, but it's hard to know what could be in a pregnancy. And I really worry how that could impact. I mean, I know it won't impact it. Like, I am really thankful for my husband. And I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, when the time comes for us to consider growing our family, God willing, we just have to be prepared for the worst, just knowing what I did experience with my daughter. But with that being said, of course, children and childbirth, like, it is all such a wonderful experience. It was traumatizing for me to go through that. I would never wish it upon anybody, but if you have had hyperemesis gravidum, I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly, I just say HG, then you know. No exaggeration, I was vomiting at least 12 times a day. I remember I was watching someone's YouTube video and she said that she vomited in the first trimester 5 times a day, and I was like, oh, but like, there is no way. There's no way. There is a way. It's the hormones, and that's what scares me truly the most. But anyway, moving on, I think most importantly, we are just trying to enjoy life and the journey that we're on right now. So going back to leaving my job, I'm just so thankful for this opportunity. Like I said, it's definitely warmed me up, and I do know that, God willing, I would like to grow our family, with one more baby. But also, I just want to enjoy life in the process and where we are. I saw this reel my dad sent me actually about this woman saying, oh, like, it'll get better when, or, oh, I can't wait until, they're potty trained, or they're sleeping through the night, or, when they go to school, or whatever the case may be. Or we're always like, oh, when they, move out and go to college, I can't wait for that. And then all of a sudden you look back on your life and you're thinking of all of these, I can't wait until. I don't want to miss any more of life with my daughter, or my family. So I don't know. It's been a really good season for me right now, and a very reflective, like, heart open season, I guess you could say. I'm just very thankful. Like I said, definitely warmed up to the idea of a baby. Not something that we're thinking about like today exactly, but what I am thinking about is spending time with my husband and my daughter, and just really cherishing these moments, because life goes by so fast, like truly in the blink of an eye, you guys. So yeah, being home, being a homemaker is where I belong. It's where my heart is. And if you guys are still here, sticking around, I appreciate it. Definitely consider leaving a comment down below. Let me know what you've liked so far most in this video. If you guys want to see more cleaning videos, I do enjoy posting cleaning videos. I might have touched upon this a little bit. I did kind of like a morning routine with my daughter, but I do want to kind of continue to just stray away from sharing much of her on the internet, just to make my heart feel better. I think it's safer for her, it's safer for our family. And so I'm just kind of thinking of ways, of course, that I can show up on my channel while also incorporating motherhood, but just being a little bit more mindful of the ways that I do include my daughter. So that is something else that's on my mind. But I hope that this video is giving you guys some motivation. I also want to share, I didn't start yet, but recently I started to use like a pinch of Dawn dish soap. Sorry, I was thinking of the power wash, with like super hot water from the sink. And I've been using that to mop my floors. It has been phenomenal. I might actually maybe give them a quick mop right now while my mom has my daughter for a little bit. It's not sticky. It dries very fast. My floors feel very clean. I've used Pine Sol and the Bona Mop in the past, and those just haven't worked best for me, unfortunately. Okay, speaking of motherhood, a fun little behind the scenes fact. So also I want to know if you guys have ever experienced this. So in our old house, I used to be able to put a little bit of vinegar, lemon, and water in the microwave, heat it up, and it would get very steamy on the inside. That doesn't happen with our current microwave here, so I don't know why it doesn't get steamy in there. So let me know if you guys have ever experienced that. But fun fact, I kept hitting 5 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes over and over again to the point where I actually burned the lemons. Yeah, and I wasn't paying attention. So guys, my mom brain sometimes, pretty questionable. But I did not show that in here because, well, I had to get it outside on the back deck as fast as I could. But let me know if you guys know why. Like, these appliances are definitely older. We just have had them since we purchased the house. I am nervous to buy new appliances because we had a Samsung refrigerator at our old house that we purchased brand new when we bought the house. And it had a huge issue that we tried to resolve. Like, water was getting in the bottom of like the produce bins, an excessive amount. And my sister actually also had the same fridge as us, the same Samsung, and same thing happened. And she actually just had to get all new appliances. So as much as I would love new appliances, you guys, like truly having like a 2-door, is it even called like a French door refrigerator? Probably, with a water filter on the outside. That's my dream, black stainless steel. But the prices, like I cannot seem to justify them, and it just scares me that they could break so easily. I was watching my friend here on YouTube, Sarah's October Home, and they actually were waiting on the delivery of a new appliance. And even in her video, she kind of said, like, I feel like things are not made to last these days. And that was like one of her recent videos. So I was also like, yes, I also agree. It's so hard. So I am a little torn, but just kind of going back to being thankful for all that we have. Like, I'm just so grateful, like, to have like a working fridge, stove. Let me know what you guys think about the microwave. I mean, it still works and heats up food. It just doesn't get steamy in there. I've tried even like boiling water, letting it sit in there, and it really doesn't like give that steam residue to help get things off the way I would like it. But yeah, I continue to put lemon and vinegar in there once in a while to try and give it a good clean. Okay, friends, honest comment down below. How frequently do you mop your floors? I'm so curious. Once a month? Every other week? What kind of mop do you use? I love the O-Cedar mop. I think it works amazing. Like I said, I had the Bona mop. Let me know if you guys have a wet vac. I've seen so many, can I talk today? Mixed reviews about wet vacs. But I don't know guys, because a lot of people online have them and say that they're amazing, and I'm just intrigued because it could cut my life. It probably could cut my life in half, my lifetime of cleaning the floors in half. So let me know. I would just be really curious, like, if you have one, if you've tried one, I don't know. But either way, I really love the O-Cedar mop. And oh yeah, I can't remember, because as I'm looking at this clip, that little bunny I thrifted for like $2 or $3 at a, is it a Salvation Army? No, it was a Goodwill. I think Goodwills are amazing. But I thrifted that. Another little place for me to insert, definitely go take a look at Thrifting Dwells here on Instagram. I haven't had a lot of thrifting content lately, but I love having little thrifted finds sprinkled throughout my home. I think I showed you guys a little bit earlier, I had a little Easter dish that was thrifted as well. And then this little, I don't even know what it is. I use it as a mail holder, to like as like a catch-all. I put mail in there. I put just like odds and ends. My earpods I'll toss in there. Sometimes for my daughter's daycare, they collected the little caps that you twist off of pouches. So I would just kind of toss those in there. I still do, because who she went to daycare with is a close friend of ours. But anyway, so thank you guys so much for being here. This was a very chatty video. I want to kind of work on that. But being a mom, you know, I do the best that I can with filming and editing. So thank you guys so much for being here, for listening. Please hit that subscribe button, leave a comment down below, and I'll catch you in my next one.